Right, Bruno Fernandes is taking a lot of heat at the moment from loads of people, mate. All the way across the media landscape from all angles. Even Fulham are throwing in little digs, and then these snowflakes, these sensitive snowflakes, are actually bothered by them playing a clip of reality, right? It wasn't doctored, it wasn't edited. This is what your captain, your leader does on a pitch. Whether it's an injury or not, whatever. It just looks embarrassing, doesn't it? That's the way he rolls about, feints. If you're that much of a... If he was such a... Like, oh, he got up, he was injured. Like, why is everyone digging him out? Like, why are you or just his emotive signatures, the way he emotes expression, is just squirmy and not leader-like, is it? So all that was just 5 seconds of reality of a Bruno Fernandes performance. So forget all that. But we're here to just bridge the gap, right? Because there's just two sides to this. You either hate him or you love him. So you either think he's world class and he's a creative machine, like KDB says. So you're either hanging your hat on, look, KDB said he's better than Odegaard and Maddison. So he must be unreal. What are you guys on about? So you're either hanging your hat on Bruno's productivity, right, as a player, because that's if we're being fair and objective, that's his strength, right? There's no more strength with Bruno. Don't want to hear about his work rate because the majority of his work off the ball is not very kind of structured and linear and working with the team as a press. He's just running about. So his main attribute is his productivity. It is his attribute. It's his standout thing, right? It's what people say make him world class. So you have that section of people. And then you have the other section of people that want him out, right? They think that the byproduct of Bruno Fernandes, the things that he doesn't do or the things that he does bad, they outweigh one individual's goals and assists, which for the past 18 months haven't been like absolutely set your pants on fire. Do you know what I mean? So they're the two arguments. The productivity, it means more. This one guy's productivity means more than anything. Without him, we don't create anything else. And Man United would dissolve into dust, right? We'd go on the pitch without Bruno and everyone would just... You know what I mean? We'd all just dissolve, right? That's one side. And then the other side are saying, hang on a second, if he didn't play, then like football is like a holistic thing. It's like there is 11 players on the pitch and it's all about like patterns and linking together well, right? That's like, I don't know, I think people play a lot of FIFA, so they're like, right, it isn't basketball. Even though Man United games look like basketball, like you can't just give it to LeBron and then he just like fucking walks it up all the way to basically near the fucking goal, basket, whatever the hell. But like it ain't that, is it? You can't just walk the ball up the pitch and then be like, right, I'm just gonna do some stuff here, right? You lot just chill. No. So those people think that they weigh more importance on structured attacks that some people find boring, right? So basically, they just want possession to be held better as a team, and I think that's more important than Bruno Fernandes' goals and assists. It's about as simple as that, isn't it? So when you're someone that's disgusted with people who don't want Bruno in the team and they don't think he's good, what they're saying is that they believe that a team that can function better in possession as they build up, right? A team with a number 10 that wants to get involved in build-up, like where he should be, in that Goldilocks zone, the fire pit, mate. That's where courage, that's bravery. Forget defenders. Forget your centre-back sliding. Bravery and courage, that's in that hot pit, in that kitchen, mate. In that number 10 zone, just outside the box, in central, right? That's where your money's made as a 10. So if you haven't got one, so people think, if we had a 10 that liked to offer centrally, that's more important than one guy's goals and assists. They think that then, as a team, we would just create more. Then engulfing Bruno's like numbers, right? So So they're the two sides of it. So when you're disgusted with somebody like, oh my God, I can't believe you think Bruno shouldn't play. Like, you shouldn't be disgusted with that. You should, like, if you disagree, disagree. But being disgusted with it just shows your ignorance to the game. It just does. It just shines a light on it. If you're just this diehard, I don't know what people are watching. There's like a real ignorance. You've got a blind spot with Bruno Fernandes. And then you've probably got a blind spot with a lot of other players. And that's nothing to blame. People look at this game, and if you haven't played it at any decent level, or if you haven't experienced it and experienced what goes on a pitch in an organised game, like an actual game, not Sunday League and fucking Saturday, where everyone's hoofing it and what you maybe string together 5 or 6 passes, but in actual structured, organised possession and play, like you have to understand when players are hiding from the harder responsibilities on the ball. So that's where there's a disconnect with Bruno Fernandes. So when you're seeing people who, and it works also for the other side, right? Because I'm on the side of I don't think he should play, right? Like I can't stand watching him play football. Like for 90 minutes, I can't stand it. Has he been productive? Yes, but it goes against what I think how football works, in my opinion. I think that in every single sport, forever and a day, the fundamentals are everything. It's the same in anything in life that you're trying to get good at. The base level, the foundations of everything that's you build off that. So if you have all these eccentric talents up here, but you don't have the stability of just the foundations, like you're always going to come a crop. If you don't think that the boring fundamentals of football are the most important thing in football, then like you've bought into this transition in football too much over the past 8 or 9 years. Modern football's changed 100%, but every team that's been successful has been really, really good in possession over the past 10 years. They might become more dynamic and play more vertically, but they dominate possession. Every single successful team. Liverpool it's a myth that they're just a straight transition team when they were good. Liverpool would dominate the ball. And a lot of the games would look like a team penned into their box, and Trent is just bombing in crosses, pinpoint crosses from a stationary position. There are no just transitionary teams. They just don't exist. Like it's mad to think that it's like saying in boxing, like I'm just like I don't throw the jab. What? Yeah, no. I know that, like, I don't know about boxing, but Roy Jones would like throw like a hook or whatever. Look at that. But Roy Jones did that. That is so funny. That's my boxing technique. Yeah, Roy Jones would like throw like a hooky kind of jab, right? Apparently, but yeah, it's like a boxer going, yeah, no, I don't throw the jab. You're like, bro, you got to throw the jab, man, because he's like, that sets everything else up. You throw the jab, and then you got like your more eccentric shots. He's like, no, I'm not good at it. It's like, fuck. Well, yeah, you might knock out like quite a lot of dudes on the way up, but then when you get to the main stage, bro, and you haven't got a jab, it's going to be a problem. And that's kind of like, I feel like where Bruno's got, like, because he does that, he's like a true striker of a ball. Like, he is eccentric and passionate, and like, he's not like a dud where he can't control a football and he can't kick a ball, pass a ball. Like, he can do it. But he's not world class. But he's not like he's not like he's got a touch like a donkey's touch. It's just that he's got so little confidence in his own, firstly, physical attributes. So because he's so thin and scrawny, and he's not quick either, Bruno Fernandes like can't get away. He can't hold you off, so to get away with you, so he can't get away from you using his strength. So he can't roll you and do you like on the half turn. He can't get away from you with his speed. And he can't get away with you with like ball manipulation and kind of like bringing you onto him and then like knocking it to the side and going, right? So like he generally can't win in like, he can't get past people and he can't hold people off. So when he does get the ball, like that's why it's such a hot potato, because he's weak and slow. And then he's like, right, I'm weak and slow, but I can hit a ball hard and true. So what am I going to do? I'm obviously just going to keep hitting the ball hard and true, and one other thing that Bruno does, which is it's so funny, it's comical to watch Bruno Fernandes do these things, and the people that are defending him like so arduously, like I've got no problem with people disagreeing and going, oh, actually these are the reasons why I think Bruno's like worthwhile in the team, and like I don't really agree with your points and stuff. But people, if you are like, oh my god, you don't know football if you think Bruno should be dropped, it's like, mate, you are in a heap of trouble with how you look at football. You really are, like, especially if it's like your only hobby, and then you just know you're just in this complete dark zone of what's actual reality and what it takes for a football team to like have control in the game and to string wins together. What it takes, what kind of football can you play? Like, what kind of football can you play and not get everybody injured? What kind of football can you play so we are not at absolute maximum exertion for 90 minutes of a game? It's interesting, isn't it? Or what kind of football do you want to play when your nostalgia gets involved and this fairy idea that football is just this vertical game now and fatigue isn't a thing, so what we can do is just run up and down in straight lines, and that's really exciting. Apparently that's really exciting to watching just constant back and forth with barely any quality and just mistakes. That's where football's got to. Just vertical football with mistakes. It's so sad. But anyway, that's the gap for Bruno Fernandes. You either you think that this productivity is one man's productivity, and because of this chances created stat, you think it's everyone else's fault, right? So Bruno's doing his job, it's everyone else's fault. And Bruno's numbers, one man's numbers, are more important than maybe if we had someone else as the chief creator. Because Bruno's position on the pitch, like, you've been given the role as chief creator, right? You came in, that was your role. Play number 10, straight away, bang, yeah? So you were given that role instantly. So you have been the guy who plays in the fucking 10, man. So if another player was signed, or a different player was played there, but say another player was signed with different qualities more akin to a player that likes to play off an angle, play on the half turn, player that's a bit tricky, that's calm, that likes to keep possession. So if it's not on, they're not going to try and force it. So what would the differences be then? Would we play as more compact as a team if Bruno Fernandes doesn't play? Well, the ball wouldn't be that we wouldn't have a player continuously trying to play the ball vertically over the top or slide the ball through, like continually, right? Whether it's on or not, it doesn't matter. It's getting played. So you've got a player that does that. But then what happens if you've got a player with a completely different set of attributes? That the calmness then affects the rest of his teammates, because this is the nucleus of the creative section of the team. So this is the conductor of the final third, right? That's what the number 10 is. Well, that's what it has been, and that's what it should remain as, and that's how it should be seen. So you're the conductor of the final third, right? That tense, that Goldilocks zone as you enter the final third. So if you've got someone in there that's calm and relaxed, then maybe your midfield then would feel a lot more safe, your other two midfielders, in making more considered options, finding space in more considered ways, having the time to actually take up positions. So yeah, maybe your two other midfielders would feel a little bit safer, pushing a little bit higher. Maybe your wingers then come inside a little bit more to offer. Maybe then, as a team, we're a lot more confident that the ball, when it gets to our wingers or it goes into our two advanced eights or 110 and however you want to call it, maybe then the team as a whole are like, right, when the ball actually does go into the final third, like we can all kind of like be compact and push together as a team, because we more than likely we're going to recycle this a few times and look for a good chance, a chance that is deemed correct to take by the team because the team has values. Yeah, values. Who'd have thought? Some values on the pitch of how you play. My God. So yeah, there's just different ways that people look at this game. How much importance people put on one player's stats over a whole team's stats, you know? And the creator in chief, which is Bruno Fernandes, he has a role to not just get leads, but to convert into sales. You know what I mean? That's you. You're that guy. And all I'm seeing is a lot of leads. A lot of, yeah, there you go, there's another lead. Just a lot of details. That's all I'm seeing. Bruno handing over details, bro. Look, there you go. There's more chances created stat for you, bro. There's that. And I'm like, mate, I don't like chances created. That's not gonna cut it, mate. Unfortunately. I need the sales, Bruno. So, which one are you? Do you believe in one man's productivity trumps all the byproducts that this man has? Or do you believe that, right, I can see past just this one guy's statistics, I can see past one guy's productivity. If we take this one guy out, I feel, yeah, if you put someone in that is more considered on the ball, they can also chip balls over the top, and then they can also play balls down the side, right? But if you play someone that wants to pitch up in that fire pit of the number 10 zone, and they're like, this is my zone, then those people think that if you get someone with those attributes that wants to play actually in the 10, in that position, and get the ball under pressure, they think that would be more beneficial than one man's goals and assists. They think that would create a more cohesive unit. It would add more the midfield and the defence would trust that attacking unit more. They would be more compact. They would actually create more because the team would be able to keep the ball, recycle for a better opportunity, keep the ball, recycle for a better opportunity. There'll be more link play in the middle. When the winger gets the ball, that player would be there offering and have quality, right? And be able to turn and then find another ball and instantly, look, there's a chance, right? Or there's an opportunity or danger centrally, right? Because that's what we lack, isn't it? Danger centrally. There's no danger centrally. Always going out wide. Bruno is always signalling for everyone to get the ball out wide, and then he's just getting in the box, right? So if we've got somebody in that number 10 zone that is linking everything, people just think that would work better. So there's no need for this, like, oh my God, like this crazy defense. People think that it would work better with a number 10 with a different profile. Like if you get offended at that as a grown man, like That's an issue, especially if you're a football YouTuber and you're offended the fact that people are questioning Bruno Fernandes. Like, you have to be balanced and be able to see it from both sides. I can definitely see how people... It's very easy to be tricked, isn't it? He scores and assists, right? That's his thing. But not that often, by the way, anymore. But he scores and assists, right? And he runs about, right? So he's runs about, scores and assists, right? That's like the perfect English recipe, isn't it? But you put that... You think that without that, we just fall apart as a team. That's all it is. That's literally what it is. You think that without him, we fall apart. So you just think it's like black and white, ones and twos, right? Ones and zeros or whatever. This plus that equals this. That's not how football works. You take out Bruno Fernandes, it doesn't mean you lose 30 goals and assists a season. That's not how football works. We thought that if you play Greenwood, Rashford, Bruno, and Garnacho last season, 4 players that just want to shoot, everyone thought that, we can just add up like their goals from the season before, and look how many goals we have. Like, what world is this football space living in? It's absolutely pathetic. People defending Bruno Fernandes now to this level, that's like issues, like massive blind spots in their understanding and evaluation of footballers. Humongous. Bruno Fernandes should be in my opinion, the player that is sold to, hopefully, if we can get him to go to Saudi Arabia, to Al Ittihad. But before everyone like loses their brain, we need our style to change. It's pretty obvious. This gung-ho, all you can eat, let's see if it sticks game and style, it's ugly and horrific to watch. You people that think possession football's boring need to take your heads for a wobble. Because then you don't like football, you child. You like the ball going into the net and tackles. Like, what? How is that allowed to be taken seriously? Just get the ball forward, attack. Like, the fans, the traditional Man United fans, I think also have like a part in this, but we'll get onto that in another video. But yeah, that's just my opinion on the Bruno thing. It might just be like a mad rant, but I don't know. That's just how I communicate at the moment. I do want to make these more concise, but I'd rather just do them. Just got to do the videos, right? And then hopefully people start watching at some point. But yeah, it makes no sense to me anyway. People being really, really flabbergasted when people have an alternative opinion on Bruno and they think that he's not good enough. I think, and he's a detriment to the team. And if you are just absolutely like offended beyond belief, then that, yeah, it is a blind spot, I feel. And I feel like she should have more balance. Yeah, nothing against the guy. He seems like a nice dude off the pitch and like family man and like seems like a good dude, right? But when you cross that line, it's a completely different scenario. Your personality changes, your ego inflates, your emotions are heightened, and you're a completely different person, right? So we're judging Bruno Fernandes as that character on the field, right? When he puts the Man United mask on, and by no stretch of the imagination, and unequivocally, in my opinion, Bruno Fernandes is a hindrance and corrosive to the holistic nature that is football, right? People are forgetting that. This thing is everyone working in tandem. It has to be that. The attributes of the players have to be that you all work in tandem. So yeah. Anyway, I'll be back. Maybe I might do a live stream later on tonight. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but it's cool. I'm enjoying doing it. It's like quite therapeutic. But yeah, thanks for. Actually no, I'm gonna do a video on the Fulham game I think later, and then maybe do a live stream as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna say those words. No one's watching it. Imagine the day I say like and subscribe. Jesus Christ, man. Peace out.